You two folks live together. Yes. Judge Judy and this gentleman is your landlord. Or the manager of the apartment building where you live. I guess this is my first time seeing him. Yes. Are you the landlord, sir? Yes, you're the landlord. You're suing the landlord for $5,000. Why don't you tell me why, okay? I came home in the afternoon. I saw 3 people leaving the house. You mean your apartment? My apartment? And I didn't know who they were. I knew who one of them was. The manager. This woman lives in the building and I didn't know these other 2 gentlemen, and one of them shook my hand. Judge Judy, one of them, was this man right here. Lance, yes. This gentleman, the other gentleman sitting down. You, yes. The gentleman sitting down introduced himself. This gentleman sort of left down the stairs. They were, I guess, leaving or something, and he said, "We went into the apartmento. Look at something." So I didn't really think about it, you know? And then I went home, and about 10 minutes later, sort of didn't feel good about the fact that these 3 people were in my house. It didn't hit me right away. Then it did. All right? Why did you go into the apartment? So you seem to acknowledge you went into the apartment. Yeah. I went into the apartment. My partner was out here from Texas and we had remodeled the building. Then he had not seen the building. So we were another part of LA. I said, let's go over and take a look at it, 'cause we had to fly him out of there. So I brought him up. We went up and knocked on the door. Nobody was there. It was myself and my partner and the menagerand. I asked her to go ahead and open it up. I want to show him the unit. That unit was. He had seen the unit when we bought the building and it was a serious rat's nest, and I wanted to show him how nice it had been and improved and so on. I'd been telling him about it, but he hadn't seen it, so we opened it up and landlord, or the manager, opened it up for us. We walked around. I showed him what we had done, showed him the work on the flooring, the paint, and so on and so on. And we turned around and we left-hand. We started walking down the stairs and that's when we ran into this gentleman. We told him what we had just done, and we told him that we had just opened up the place and wanted to show it 'cause he was on. Told him the whole story that I just gave you, and he just kind of shrugged his shoulders and walked up, and that was it. Well, about a month, maybe a month and a half later, I get a $5,000 lawsuit for me in the court. He wanted to sue me for $5,000 because of some type of damages that he has received be me going into his unit. Point of clarification. He said that he had seen us coming out off this rental unit, which is not the case. We had already been in and had left the unit and saw him as he was. Coming up the stairs. We volunteered the fact, Judge, that we were in the unit. I apologized. Like he said, I introduced myself. I said we're very sorry. In a very tight time frame, we wanted to take a look at the unit cause we're thinking about proving some others along these lines. Again, we're very, very sorry that we did this, and it was just passed off like anything that would happen a million times a day to you. Gavel banging, upbeat music, English. Okay? We get sued. You're supposed to get. You listen to me. Don't speak to him. Speak to me. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I mean, that sounds great and that sounds really nice. But there was also a time when we had a notice saying that you would be coming Bito, look at the buildings for inspection. And we had a 24-hour notice. This time, what is this? Ugh, you can't. Yeah, great. He wants to show him in. And that's wonderful. We would have said yes in a heartbeat. Come in and take a look. I have no problem with that, but I could clean up, could put my dishes away. It's like if you have guests coming. You don't just go in. Let me explain something to you. You're absolutely right, and I think in your answer you acknowledged that it was the wrong thing to do to go into the apartment, right? Right? Absolutely. Now, I want to find out from you. They were mistaken, right? To go into your apartment. Now, what I'm curious about, however, is this $5,000 lawsuit. Because they went in for, let's say, 5 minutes, you're not accusing them of taking anything, right? Right. You're not accusing them of disturbing anything, correct? No, physically, you are accusing them of invading the privacy of your unit, be going in without giving you appropriate 24-hour notice. Now you tell me why that's worth $5,000. The reason it's $5,000 is because that's the maximum in small claims. I believe that it deserves the maximum amount. We don't a lot of money for big lawyer. And this was, well, why not $3,000? I'll tell you why. Because the rest of the rent for the 11 months of the lease was more than $6,000. And am I feeling? I now lay in my bed, and I hear sounds in the hallways. You don't know this? I was stalked once. Had someone know where I live at that, shouldn't have known. And now, I'm in a new apartment in Los Angeles. I actually have the feeling when I'm in my room, if I hear a noise in the hall. I don't just blow it off as someone in the hallway. I now seriously go, gasps, and I think that someone's coming in. She's not relaxed if I'm not home. She said the fact that she's not relaxed, sir, has nothing to do with the fact that they went into your apartment. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. It may have been because she was stalked at one point in her life. I don't think so. Have you ever come home and seen two strangers? I've never seen them. Just a second. You didn't see them, madam. You didn't see them. But knowing that, I don't have to see them to know that. You know what? But in a sense, someone was walking out of my apartment. Now, Sabrina, do not believe you were injured a second as a result of what they did. It may sound good to you. It may have sounded good when you put it down on the complaint. You can't sleep at night. You toss and turn. If you think that people are going to come into your apartment, that is a lot of who shot John, right? I can't put you there. But you know what? You know what? Now, tell me. I'm not lying, Miss Judge Judy. Now tell me, sir, what is their rent? And that's kind of rude to tell me I'm lying. Yes, you are. What is their rent for a month? What? Their rent is what? What is it? $550. $550 a month? I'm not beep lying. You can't tell me that. Judgment is for the plaintiff. Judgment is for the plaintiff in the amount of 1 month's rent. Your 5-minute visit, sir, just cost you a month's rent. I cannot believe that. $550, that's all. Dramatic music bailiff parties are excused. Step out, please. I can't change my locks now either. I understand that. Without giving Anna a key? No, and I don't want anyone to have a key. But there's a reason for that? Well, you know what? I'm going to change M. And you'll have to take me to court now to get a copy of that key, all right? So if you want a copy of the new, if you want a key to our new locks, defendant, we're going to have to change it for you. No, I will change, You think I want you to change them? We have to have a key. If there's a problem, you'll have to break my door down, and you're going to have to sue me to get a copy of the key. Gavel, banging dramatic music.